everyone doing? Good, good. All right. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about decentralized exchanges. My name is Andrew Rollins. I am co-founder of a company called Dex Trades. I'm here along with my other co-founder, Scott Perello, right over there. And we're building a decentralized exchange. So my intention here is to give you guys a quick overview of the state of decentralized exchanges, what they are, what the landscape of competition looks like, and what the future might hold. So I'll give a real quick overview. These things are really complicated, but at their core, a decentralized exchange focuses on non-custodial trading of your crypto, utilizing the blockchain for settlement. We heard Sharon talk a little bit about this today already. Some pros they have. They're more secure in the sense that you control your custodianship of the tokens, as opposed to basically just giving your crypto over to a third party like Coinbase or whatever, Poloniex, Kraken, something like that. As a result of trading on the blockchain, they're more transparent, so you can actually see that the funds are there, that the counterparty's funds are there, all that kind of good stuff. They're highly available, and this is a huge point. Your funds are always there. You have control of them. You own the private key. You control withdrawal, right? The blockchain is one of the most highly available systems out there. If you can get to the blockchain, you can get your funds, right? There's no limits on trade size on these things either. So unlike other centralized exchanges where you have to worry about withdrawal or deposit limits and things like that, you don't need to worry about that with a decentralized exchange. Some of the cons right now at the moment are throughput. How many transactions or trades per second can we handle because of settling through the blockchain? And then just generally a kind of usability and fragmentation. There's decentralized exchanges for every sort of crypto you can imagine. I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of how they work really at a high level. Those little blocks up there are people and one dude crying because he lost his crypto. So really they're just an interaction between some smart contracts on the blockchain at the bottom, your wallet software, an order book that some third party is running. In the case of something like 0x, you could look at the 0x protocol. It's a decentralized exchange protocol. They have something called relayers. Go check it out. And then there's some sort of user interface where you guys might be familiar with something like etherdelta.com. And through all these little pieces interacting, you can deposit something into a smart contract, trade with another user, pull it back out, rinse, repeat. There's this really cool GitHub repository. I got the link at the bottom if you guys can see that. But they are tracking, last commit was like 2 days ago. They are tracking all of the decentralized exchanges out there and a little bit of metadata about each, which ones are operating, you know, what state they're in. I'm just collecting some of that data and showing it you here. In aggregate, there's 203 that they're tracking. I'd say about 99 or 100 of those are in development. About 85 of them are operating, although that's kind of hazy, how you might define operating. The other category includes things like they're in white paper mode and stuff like that. In terms of coverage or what kind of protocols they're using, there's a lot popping up on 0x, which I mentioned before. There's another thing called BitShares. There's some people working on stuff on top of Stellar, Raid and Ripple, and some on more of a multi-protocol. And this actually, there's quite a long tail here, which I'm not showing. In terms of volume, we're in the millions of dollars of daily trade volume. So this is 24-hour trade volume. IDEX has kind of been breakaway a little bit lately. EtherDelta, the one that's been out for perhaps the longest, is about $1 million a day. Radar Relay is the biggest 0x exchange. Waves is kind of making a splash, no pun intended. But I actually didn't intend that. Yeah, so I mean, this is in contrast to the centralized exchanges, which are, they claim, hundreds of millions or billions a day. Let's see here. Real quick, kind of the future of these things. We're looking towards cross-chain support in probably the coming year. A lot of that is in research or prototype phase, but I wouldn't say any of it is like production quality usable by your average trader. Advanced functionality like derivatives and conditional trading. And then a lot of work to do on scalability, whether that's layer 2 tech like off-chain payment channels or on-chain scalability improvements. And that's it. Thank you.